Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with the Fastlane Car and Motor Mountain Monday, and we're in Virginia, which is for lovers. And up there, Mount Rogers at 5,729 feet. And we're not going up there. Nope, we're going here because this is as far as we can go. At this point, we're at 4,657 feet. Yeah! And coming up next, we're going to tell you all about this area. Oh yeah. Yay, cryptic. We're going to the highest drivable point, but unfortunately there's a path that goes to the very top of the mountain that they will not allow us to drive on.
We've been waterlogged this entire trip.
Yeah.
But there are no leaks.
Not a single leak. And we are expecting it, especially when we went through the ice storm, because what tends to happen with ice and rain is that with the rain it's a little warmer so things can expand, right. And then with the ice they contract. And what we expected, especially along this seam here on the Freedom Top, was a little bit of leakage and not a drop.
No, so the Jeep Wrangler is holding really good.
Yeah.
It's been raining for about 4 days.
Like
4
solid.
to 5 days.
Solid, yeah. We're expecting to see an arc float by.
So Mount Rogers is the highest mountain in the state of Virginia.
Yep.
It's over 5,700 feet. What is this?
This is stop and go no further, and we're at 4,700 feet. This whole area is closed off.
Oh no. Oh no. We were looking for approximately 4,900 feet.
Right, we had to stop at 47. We'll show you in a minute. There's a gate that's closed.
Right, there's a gate here. Okay.
Alright, so guys, what we're doing, this is unscripted. Andre and I have been talking about this, and what we wanted to do is give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes of what it takes to actually make this happen. Now bear in mind, a lot of the planning's already happened at our office. Andre's already gone over the route, how we get from one of our campsites to the next one. We're in a cabin, as you can see. A lot better than a tent.
It's raining outside.
It's raining. It's been raining the entire time we've been here.
Yeah.
But we wanted to show you what it takes to actually do this, and so you guys get a general idea of what we're up to. Now, yes, we do use paper maps as well.
Wait, no, this is the mobile command center.
Here's the command center right here.
And we got a lot of computing power.
In this case, what we're doing is we're just getting all of our logistics together.
And we have, our hard drives for extra video, copying. We don't want to lose any footage.
We don't want to lose anything. So we're just in the process of going over Virginia. Basically, we're going in the early morning to Virginia, and then hopefully in the late morning, early afternoon,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. The reason we're doing that is we have no time to make these things work, so we have to just hit as many as we can. Right. The problem with that right now is that this time of year, the sun goes down very early, and
we're losing daylight, and we are under rain.
Yeah, and the rain. So imagine having a lot of camera equipment that you didn't want to get damaged, even if it's considered water resistant. Yeah, exactly. They never say waterproof; they say water resistant. We've noticed that a lot of water resistant cameras and equipment tend to go bad in rain and snow. So we're trying to avoid some of that as well, and taking care of some of the logistics right here. So
yeah, so we have also a satellite map.
The reason we need to use satellite is we literally need to find out whether or not there's a road there, and if there's
get as close as possible.
Exactly. So in this case, we now know that we can't get to we cannot drive to the peak of Mount Rogers.
Right. Mount Rogers only has a walking trail.
Yep. So we have to decide if it's reasonable, we walk the trail, but if it's not, or if we don't have the time, which is what it's beginning to sound like, we need to find the highest drivable point, get there, video it, and it takes a little while to tape this thing, then turn around and head to North Carolina and get there as fast as we possibly can. do produce these out of order.
Yes.
So you'll probably see this at 36 or whatever state number. But yeah, it's our 40th state. Wow, I'm still getting 40. We're almost done.
On the home stretch, maybe?
Yeah, I think we are on the home stretch. We actually took 2 days just to get out here to start doing this circle from Denver, right? And then when we're done with this whole thing, we're done with our final state on this leg, then we have another 2 days to get back home. It's a pain, but it's the only way we can do it. Bear in mind that we also do a thing where we try to, in advance, find out where we're going to be putting the belt buckle.
Exactly.
Which we're not going to tell you on camera because that's... Yeah.
You will see that later.
It's very random, just so you know. Very random. And if you're in a blue pickup truck and following us around, as we've noticed, don't do that anymore. We see you. We see you, what you're doing. Behind me is the entrance to Wilburn Ridge. That's an area where you can go all throughout the hills up and over that ridge. But what's really important is that on warmer days, there are ponies and horses that actually hang out in this area. They're wild, so they're not exactly to play with, but it's kind of cool that you'd actually see these guys running around. But because it's cold, wet, and damp, they're nowhere to be found. Fortunately, this whole area here, which is absolutely gorgeous by the way, it almost looks like a golf course until you start walking in it and then you find horse poo. This whole area connects to several different trails, including the Appalachian Trail. So it's an interesting stop, and down that way, that's where they have picnic areas and places to camp. So it's a rather complete recreational area. Thus, only to tyrants.
Always.
Thus, always to tyrants. Well, it's translated from Latin, so, you know, that's the state motto for Virginia. There you go. Look at that, huh? Perfect timing, right when the rain is really starting to hit hard. Woohoo! So, guys, when you find this, there's a card inside. Make sure that you contact that card with the belt buckle, take a picture, and send it to us, and we will put it up on the internet, put it on video. We'll make you famous. Might even give you an autographed picture of Roman and his Speedos. Wow, Virginia. This is our 40th state. Now, it may not be in order, so you may be watching this on the 37th state, but this is actually Virginia, the 40th state in our little trip. So here we go. The last open piece of real estate on this side of the Jeep Wrangler. Now, speaking of Jeep Wrangler, some of you have been asking about these, the BFG's mud terrains, and how they're doing. Not too bad. There are a couple things. First of all, there is some premature wear in some areas. That could be our fault. A little bit of cupping. You can definitely see that we've lost some of the tread depth, but there's still plenty to go off-roading with. And considering that we've been very, very good about rotating these tires, the overall wear seems to be relatively even. But, you know, this is not the tire that you should get if you're going on snow or ice.